Happy day! Well, today is for sure. I I felt called to make a video about tough times, about them not lasting, right? Um, I live in Texas. I live in a part of Texas that got hit pretty hard by the storms, unfortunately. And we we were able to get through and see the beauty in what can come out of it now, right? I I think about what happened and it was tough. It was really tough. I mean, you have two small children. Our power went out for almost 2 full days and we were concerned about them staying warm enough. When it's a single digit, outside, that's scary. And we were able to still have water. We did put on the fireplace for heat, and we were able to get through it. Did we have as much food as we probably could have? Nope, that one's kind of on me. I was supposed to go to the grocery store that day, and there was going to be a like delayed opening for the schools, and they didn't delay, they just canceled. So I had both of the kids, and I decided it's probably not a good idea because, are you with me? You take your kids to the grocery store and you spend like twice what you were supposed to, right? So I attempted to go the next day, Saturday. I thought, I'll just see, what it's like. I don't have a 4x4 car, but I was going to try, maybe it would be where they had salted the roads, etc. No, it was like an ice skating rink. I got to the end of the neighborhood and I saw cars all lined up with their emergency lights on. My thought was, oh, there is an accident. There was no accident. People couldn't drive on it. Which, kind of makes sense for where we're at. We don't have this type of weather at all here. I shouldn't say at all. That's not correct. But it led me to a couple of things, right? It led me to really be appreciative for what we take for granted on an everyday basis. My husband and I were very cold, or I was the most cold, I feel like. My daughter, there were times where she didn't have on any socks and she seemed okay. My husband did bundle up. He was more cold, but my teeth were chattering. I had on layers. I was very, very cold. That being said, when we saw somebody's lights on behind us, we said, look, we were talking to our son, look. And his first response was, what is it? Is it Wi-Fi? My husband and I died laughing. And it just made us remember how resilient kids are through these traumatic times. And I want you to think about that. Point number one, you're more resilient than you think you are, especially kids. But as an adult, we also have to remember that it's okay to admit that we've been through trauma and we'll get through it, That brings me to number two. I always remember my grandmother saying this, and my dad still says this too. It goes back to the tough times thing. And this too shall pass. Now, I'm not the only one who said that. I know that's been said for forever. And I couldn't really find exactly where that came from because it looks like it's so old, it's maybe been said so many different times. I don't want to say exactly where that came from because I don't want to be incorrect. I have an idea, but it encompasses a lot, when you think of it in that respect. And then the number three, it gets kind of back to the gratitude of what we have every day. So I know somebody who's right now in Nicaragua, who's digging literally in the ground to make water pipes to provide clean water for these people. He's going to test the water as well, show them how to use, all of the systems that are being put in place. And it just made me feel gratitude for having water when we did too. And gratitude that that person also talks about sometimes the fan stopping or not always having electricity, even though he's in a place where that's considered, luxurious or, fancy for where he's at. And sometimes it goes out too. I just thought these are beautiful things to keep in mind. That was it rough? Yep, not gonna lie. I was scared. I was not happy. I know that my husband was probably in the same boat. Not probably. I mean, he was also concerned as well. I don't think he was as cold as I was though. The boat part at least. But that was just something that I wanted to share with you. And I will definitely leave a link down below because I feel that this blog that he writes about his travels and how mindful he is with the people, he's not only there to do something to serve the people, he's directly wanting to help them and communicate with them. And I feel like that's just so beautiful. And that's a lot of what we did here in Texas too. There was, on our street, we had a thread going, do you have this? What about this? I'm going to try to get out. I have a 4-wheel drive car. I'll tell you how it is. And, do you need me to pick you anything up? And how about firewood? And, all of these things. There was a story that I also heard about, some of the grocery stores here that the power went out and they just waved people through. They didn't have to pay. It wasn't about craziness and, people freaking out. It was about everybody saying, wow, we're scared. We don't understand what's going on, but we're going to stick through this. So I just wanted to share that with you because through all of these crazy times, we also need to see the beauty in what's available in life, right? So it makes me teary-eyed thinking about, my fellow people who did so good for everyone. So I hope that you get something out of this and that you can click the link below. I am a mom life coach. That is my jam, the overwhelmed mom, the one who kind of really needs a little bit of direction. And that's what I'm here for. So I'm here to give perspective and help with mindfulness. So if you are that mom, you're the one who's like, I need help. What do I do? Where do I go? Let's chat. I'm happy to chat. So I'll leave my link down below. And if you liked this video, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and let others know too. Thank you so much and make it a great day.